All right, so at that very same briefing today, Minister Nzimande suggested that UDM leader Bantu Holomisa had an undeclared vested interest in his ministry. We're joined now live by Bantu Holomisa, the UDM leader. Very good evening to you, Mr. Holomisa. Thanks indeed for your time. So I listened very carefully to the minister this afternoon. He seemed to take a jab at you, suggesting that you have a vested interest in his ministry, or he suggested companies that you may be linked to. Is this true?
He is lying. Holomisa has been betting on a wicket of anti-corruption from time immemorial, and I've exposed this in a number of institutions. He is not going to be an exception if we have evidence. What we have done, yesterday or 2 days ago, we sent a letter to the president asking the president to investigate Minister Blade Nzimande, who seemed to have usurped the powers of accounting officers, where he is working with a director to do all these shenanigans in his department, bypassing the DG, bypassing the deputy DGs, bypassing the chief directors. So we cannot allow that, especially right now, because these political directives are the ones which have caused the outflow of monies which were supposed to have gone to improve service delivery.
Mr. Holomisa, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry, we don't have much time on this, but I'd really like you to get into the specifics. In a response that you had given earlier, you had indicated that the minister seems to have bypassed certain individuals and started taking charge of certain functions. Can you give us the specifics of what exactly you said in that letter to the president? Where is the interference? What happened?
What I've done regarding your question, I've attached documents, evidence that Blade Nzimande on this day cancelled the work which was done by his former minister, the former minister of that department, and without even consulting the accounting officers. I've also raised the issue of the appointment of the boards, where he has chosen his own people and left the process which was started last year after the adverts were made in the public. And then he came back and gave instructions that he doesn't want this, he doesn't want that one. So the interference in that department by a political head has to be investigated, and we are not going to apologize for that.
So are you saying this is hit back, Mr. Holomisa? Are you saying this is hit back on the part of Minister Nzimande, where he today insinuated that you have a vested interest in his department? Well, basically even mentioned saying companies that you perhaps have links to have an interest in his ministry or his department. So would you consider that as hit back, given the letter you've written to the president?
I would say Blade Nzimande, that pseudo-communist, is panicking beyond comprehension, because he knows that if the president were to institute an inquiry against him, he would have to start packing his bags as a minister in his government, if Cyril Ramaphosa is serious about combating corruption. For him to say, we have interest, no, I don't have any, never done any tender with government, no, is there anyone who is using me for this? But the whistleblowers from within his department have appealed to us, and we have delivered. And if he denies this, you must challenge him to your studios. I will bring my own document. He must bring his.
We'll attempt to do so. Thank you very much indeed for your time. I'm afraid that's all we have space for this evening. Thanks much indeed for your time, Bantu Holomisa, the UDM leader, of course, responding to remarks made by the Minister of Higher Education and Training, Dr. Blade Nzimande, earlier on today, accusing him of having a vested interest in his ministry.